Today we are going over NJPW, the new beginning from New Japan Pro Wrestling. This event was February 9th, 2020 from Osaka-Jo Hall. Welcome to Wrestling Stable, where you don't join, you're chosen. You can follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Stable or visit us at WrestlingStable.com for the latest updates, previews, and reviews. Our first match had a 20-minute time limit. This is the Nakanishi final for Osaka-Jo Hall. It is an 8-man tag team match featuring the teams of Nakanishi, Tenzan, Nagata, and Kojima versus Henare, Honma, Taguchi, and Makabe. Henare is making his Osaka-Jo Hall debut. Yesterday, Toriano and Taguchi swiped the never open-weight 6-man championships from LIJ and say they are not giving them back until they get a shot at the titles. Nakanishi has been in competitive sports 40 years if you add his Olympic wrestling and Olympic history and Barcelona appearance. Nakanishi, Tenzan, Nagata, and Kojima have held a total of 29 championships in NJPW and have won 6 G1s. Nakanishi has his final fight on February 22nd. In the match, Kojima and Nakanishi, the former tag champions, work together when Kojima holds the arms of Honma and Nakanishi goes to the top to hit a chop on the head of Honma. Kojima then hits a lariat on Honma for the pinfall. Your winners, Nakanishi, Tenzan, Nagata, and Kojima. After the match, Nakanishi grabs a microphone and thanks the crowd for coming. 27 years ago at Osaka-Jo Hall, he got his start and he said he was absolutely terrible. But you all supported me my whole career. He says they have 4 matches left and he will put in all of his strength and all of his will, and he hopes they support him in all of them. New Japan will go on without him and go on to new heights. Our second match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Sho Yoh, the champions, defend against Kanemaru and El Desperado. Kanemaru and Desperado had a 304-day reign in 2018. In 2019, El Desperado was injured. At King of Pro Wrestling, they reunited and have been focused on Roppongi 3K since and have been going after the knee of Sho. Rocky Romero returns to corner Roppongi 3K. In the match, Sho German suplexes Kanemaru, and they hit stereo super kicks on Desperado. Then Sho launches Yoh over the top rope on Desperado. Sho hits a big clothesline on Kanemaru. Sho hits shock arrow on Kanemaru, but he kicks out. Yoh goes to the top, and they hit strong X. That double stomp from the top rope onto the package pile driver for the 1-2-3. Your winners and still IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Sho and Yoh, Roppongi 3K. After the match, Sho and Desperado exchange slaps until they are broken up by the Young Lions. Fellow coach Taguchi comes out to join Rocky Romero as well as Roppongi 3K. Taguchi says that he and Rocky are mega coaches and they should challenge Roppongi 3K for the tag titles. Rocky says he is in and Roppongi 3K accept the challenge. Our third match has a 30-minute time limit. It is a special 8-man tag team match featuring Kota Ibushi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, David Finlay, and Juice Robinson versus Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi, Tanga Loa, and Tama Tonga. At the New Beginning Tour USA at the Atlanta show, FinJuice defended the tag titles against GOD and lost. And now the Gorillas of Destiny are the 6-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Ibushi got the flu and a stomach infection and missed the American tour. He has returned here tonight to team with Hiroshi Tanahashi, who he was supposed to be teaming up with on the tour. In the match, everyone hits everyone in the ring until Tama hits the Tonga twist on Juice. Tama calls her Magic Killer, but they try on Tanahashi, but Ibushi breaks it up. Jado hits Ibushi in the back with a kendo stick, taking him out. Tanahashi hits the Dragon Screw leg whip on Loa and then Sling Blade on Tama, and as the referee is distracted again, hits Tanahashi. Loa goes for apeshit, but Tanahashi reverses into a roll-up and the 1-2-3. Tanahashi has pinned half of the tag team champions. Your winners, Kota Ibushi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, David Finlay, and Juice Robinson. After the match, Jado hits Tanahashi again with the kendo stick, but Team Tanahashi clears the ring. Next, we hear an announcement that on August 22nd, NJPW returns to Madison Square Garden for Wrestle Dynasty. The G1 starts in Osaka in September. Our fourth match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is a special tag match featuring Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Tai Chi, the Dangerous Techers. On February 14th, ZSJ will defend the British Heavyweight Championship again at Your Call for Rev Pro against Ospreay. Ospreay pinned ZSJ in the 8-man elimination match this week. Okada is fresh off his win against Tai Chi. We see Chaos versus Suzuki-gun as Okada and Ospreay face the Dangerous Techers. In the match, Tai Chi suplexes Okada right onto his head for 2. Tai Chi goes for the last ride, but Okada slips out. Ospreay comes in and hits a thrust kick and then an Oz cutter. ZSJ gets on the apron and gets chopped off by Okada. Ospreay launches himself over the top rope onto Sabre. Okada hits the Rainmaker on Tai Chi for the 1-2-3. Your winners, Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada, Team Chaos. Our fifth match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is a special singles match between Sanada against Jay White with Gato. Sanada has not had a singles victory since he defeated Lance Archer in the G1. Jay White is constantly telling people that Sanada is not in his league. A year ago at this event, Jay White beat Tanahashi to become the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Both look to gain momentum going into the New Japan Cup. In this match, Sanada gets skull end on Jay White and takes him to the mat. Then he lets go and goes for the Muda moonsault, but Jay White rolls out of the way. Jay and Sanada counter each other a few times, but Sanada gets the Okada roll, but Jay kicks out. Sanada gets skull end on Jay again and then a bridge, but White kicks out. Jay hits a sleeper suplex and then a regal plex. White hits Blade Runner on Sanada for the 1-2-3. Your winner, Jay White. Our sixth match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. It is a singles match featuring Hiromu Takahashi defending his championship versus Ryu Lee. Takahashi and Lee have history in both NJPW and CMLL. This is their 19th single match. Ryu Lee is up in total matches 46-44 over Takahashi. It was in a match with Lee where Takahashi injured his neck. Lee is the current Ring of Honor television champion. In the match, Lee pulls down the knee sleeve and hits a running knee on Takahashi, but he kicks out. Takahashi reverses a pop-up powerbomb into a destroyer. Takahashi hits 2 time bombs to finally get the 1-2-3. Your winner and still IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Hiromu Takahashi. Our seventh match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship, featuring Jon Moxley defending his title against Minoru Suzuki. In this match, we see the king of pro wrestling face the king of death matches. Suzuki is looking to become the king of America. This is the match so many have wanted since Moxley joined NJPW. Moxley showed up at New Year's Dash to answer Suzuki. Moxley is still wearing the eye patch that is needed due to Chris Jericho hitting him in the eye with a spike from his jacket on AEW Dynamite. Moxley starts off on the entrance ramp, calling out Minoru to join him. Minoru goes to get 2 chairs, one for him and one for Moxley. Before even entering the ring, the fight starts and Red Shoes calls for the bell. In the match, Minoru Suzuki puts Moxley's arm in a chair on top of a table at ringside that Moxley has set up. Then he hits that chair with another chair to Pillmanize Moxley's arm. Suzuki tries to hyperextend his arm on the ring apron, but Moxley escapes by powerbombing Suzuki through a table, and Suzuki just smiles. When he gets up, he hits himself over the head with that piece of table and then Moxley does the same thing in the ring. Suzuki tells him to, "Come on, boy." Suzuki gets a rear naked choke on Moxley. He adjusts it into a straight up choke. Minoru covers him, but Moxley gets out at 2. Moxley hits the regal knee for 2. Moxley hits a Death Rider, but Suzuki kicks out. We are at the 15-minute mark. He kisses Minoru on the forehead and then goes to the outside to get 2 chairs. Moxley breaks a chair over Minoru's head, which makes Suzuki very happy. Moxley hits a short double arm DDT on a chair, but Red Shoes is down from trying to stop them from using chairs in the ring. It takes 2 strong lariats to take Suzuki to the mat. Moxley hits the Death Rider again for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still IWGP United States Champion, Jon Moxley. After the match, fellow Suzuki-gun member Zack Sabre Jr. comes to the ring and attacks Moxley and grabs the U.S. title. He then gets a running start and nails Moxley with the belt and then jumps on his back and chokes him out. ZSJ apparently also wants to be a double champion as he is already the British heavyweight champion. Our 8th match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Double Championship. Tetsuya Naito, the champion, defends against Kenta. At Wrestle Kingdom, Tetsuya Naito became the first ever double champion. But his celebration and ability to have an all LIJ curtain call was ruined when Kenta jumped the line and attacked Naito. Kenta has said that there is no better feeling than turning 30,000 people against you. Tonight at a sold-out Osaka-Jo Hall, he could turn the 11,411 in attendance against him also. After 5 years of frustration and injury on his journey to America, Kenta has proved that he can still draw. Kenta is flanked to the ring by most of Bullet Club, including Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jay White, Chase Owens, Gato, Jado, Yujiro, and Yujiro Takahashi. Naito comes out with both titles, but no Los Ingobernables de Japón members. Tama pushes down Red Shoes and he kicks out all of Bullet Club from ringside. Kenta starts the match by delaying and rolling in and out of the ring. When Naito tries to lock him up, Kenta tells him to Tranquillo. When Kenta is finally ready, Naito hits the Tranquillo pose and then goes to the outside to take his turn stalling. Once the action finally starts, the two get out of the ring and then go fight back in and out of the ring. Naito goes for Destino, but Kenta escapes and clotheslines him. Kenta goes for the go to sleep, but Naito reverses. Kenta pushes Naito into the exposed turnbuckle, and Naito starts pouring blood from his forehead. Kenta hits the running psycho knee, but Naito kicks out. Naito hits a poison Rana in Valencia for 2. Naito hits Destino for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Double Champion, Tetsuya Naito. After the match, Naito grabs the microphone and his hat and says that Kenta should not be Tranquillo, but leave as soon as he likes. He asks the crowd what it was like to see the first double championship defense and his return to Osaka. He then challenges Hiromu Takahashi. The tradition is that at the New Japan Anniversary show, the IWGP Junior Champion faces the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Hiromu comes down to the ring and asks if Naito remembers that when Takahashi was a young lion, Naito took him under his wing and taught him professional wrestling. The day before he went on excursion to Mexico, Naito asked them if he would have a one-on-one match, but they did not. For this match, they both accept. This will be the first ever singles meeting between Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi. Naito then does the LIJ roll call as confetti rains from the sky. The two men put their 3 belts down on the mat. This match will happen on primetime television in Japan. Let us know what you thought of this event on Twitter at Wrestling Stable and visit us at WrestlingStable.com for the latest updates, previews, and reviews. Thanks for checking out Wrestling Stable, where you don't join, you're chosen.